Gonna have to stop you right there. Welcome back to the LG Man channel. Now, today's video we're gonna be talking about something in Overwatch that I've just had in my mind recently, and I kind of want to just project, I guess you could say. But yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. So today in the world of Overwatch 2, I want to talk about the arcade. Now, Overwatch 1 had a really good thing with the arcade mode that Overwatch 2 just doesn't seem to have. Well, not that it doesn't seem to have, it doesn't. The game modes inside the arcade are pretty standard for the arcade, with, you know, them changing daily. But one thing Overwatch 2 doesn't have, but Overwatch 1 did have, was rewards for playing the arcade. And really the topic of today's video is Overwatch 2 rewarding enough to keep playing? Now, for every 3 wins up to a max of 9 wins on the Overwatch 1 arcade, you would get a loot box, which was really fun. It gave you a reason to get in every week and play the arcade. The arcade also had Mystery Heroes in it. Mystery Heroes used to be an arcade game mode, and it's not in Overwatch 2. I feel like Mystery Heroes was the go-to game mode for the arcade. Other from getting daily XP challenges and weekly challenges, the arcade doesn't really serve a purpose. Granted, this is where event game modes go, but that's whenever there's an event game mode. Now again, I obviously don't know how many people do play the arcade, but I'm pretty much speaking from personal experience. I don't go near the arcade at all. I've gone near the arcade maybe 4 times max since this game launched. There doesn't really seem to be a reason or a need to play the arcade. It's the same thing with me for Hero Mastery. I don't see a reason to play it. I don't know if it's just me and I just don't get Hero Mastery, but like, I don't see a reason to play it. The reward for it isn't that great. Really, it's just a bunch of XP. Like the weapon charm for the Hero Gauntlet, like, why? Yeah, sure, it's there to hone your skills on a character you like, but all the characters aren't available. I know they're rolling that out, but I feel like the best way if you want to get better on a character or just hone your skills is to play against actual players. So I don't really get why the Hero Mastery is a thing. I also feel like loot boxes should make a return at some stage, and I've thought this now for over a year. I'm sure a lot of people still do think loot boxes should come back, but I don't think loot boxes should be able to be purchased. I think they should just be earned through the game, where players can earn a bunch of skins and they don't have to save up a bunch of credits to get one skin. Even if loot boxes were just for earning all Overwatch 1 skins, I feel like that would be fine. It'd give people still a reason to be able to play. New players would come in and be able to get skins they like without having to spend actual money to earn a ton of credits. As well as, you know, earning base skins for Overwatch 2 characters. Pretty much working the same way the credits do, just loot box. Because usually now with Overwatch 2, majority of cool looking skins come out on the shop for about 20 quid. And even these skins can't be purchased at a later date with credits. Like this Jungle Queen skin, I've got 2,883 credits, and I can buy any other skin but this one purely because it's a shop skin. Even a small addition like that, I feel like would make the game a little more rewarding. Like Overwatch 1, it gave you a lot of chances to earn loot boxes and earn rewards. You got one every time you level up. You had the arcade. You got loot boxes whenever you got your little endorsement reward. Now you just get battle pass XP, and it's not even that much. Average sitting at level 4, level 3 endorsement level, you're getting about a game's worth of XP, maybe a little more. I really feel like they should bring the level up system back. I know that's still sort of here with like hero progression and level progression and stuff like that, but every time I log on to my career profile, I am taunted, not by this fella, by this. This is what I had back in Overwatch 1, and it was taken away from me in favor of this little blue border. I've been saying this now for a while. I would really like to see the return of my border. I really would love to see it come back. I don't really see the point of keeping this around if I don't get to show it off. I don't really get to show anything off, really. Yeah, the hero progression gives you all these name cards that rank from tier 1 to 6, but I don't really get to show them unless I'm queuing into a competitive game. Your level doesn't even show on the scoreboard in a match, so you don't even really get to see this when you're playing the game at all. This only shows at the end of a game. I still kind of feel like Overwatch 2 in some ways is still a downgrade from Overwatch 1. It feels like it launched with less features than Overwatch 1 had. And I know they've been slowly bringing all this stuff back, like the on fire system. I know they're talking of bringing rank icons to your border, you know, when playing competitive, but I don't really get why all that stuff was removed. And I know people have been saying this for a while, and I know the introduction of Jade weapons gives players a bit more of an incentive to play competitive and to work towards something, but it still kind of feels like the game isn't as rewarding as it used to be. Oh no, that's just me. I don't really feel like The game is as rewarding as it used to be. Don't get me wrong, it's still a fun game. It's still fun to get in and play with friends. You know, it's still Overwatch at heart, but it doesn't feel as rewarding, or there's not really as much of an incentive to log on and play the game. But yeah, that's all I have to say. And I feel like the arcade is kind of a pointless section on that screen. The last thing I want to go over before I go here is that Hero Mastery has replaced the missions on the menu. Now, I hate to actually see this because this is what this game was meant to be about. These 3 missions were released back in Season 6 and we are almost on Season 10. 6 months ago, these missions were released and we haven't heard anything, as far as I know, about new missions being released anytime soon. Keep in mind, these missions were shown years ago, especially the Rio mission. We've seen the entire Rio mission played out before it even got to the main game. But yeah, let me know what you think. I know a lot of this stuff has been talked about already, but I just kind of want to bring it up again because I've been thinking about it a lot. So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments below. I want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It does help out quite a bit. It helps the channel out a lot. And check out my Instagram for all things art related. Any Overwatch art, any D&D art, any general art I do, you'll find it there. Yeah, other than that, that's all I have to say. See ya.